What alpha qualities do you think Dubai has?
Dubai is an alpha city. It has goal-oriented clarity. I know what I want. I execute on the goal, and in a very speedy way. The only city in the world that takes assertiveness, courage.
What does alpha mean to you?
Alpha is a leader, regardless the gender. An alpha is a builder. An alpha is a leader. An alpha is a person who creates. An alpha is a person who takes the tough decisions. We wear alpha hats in the different situations. A woman can be an alpha outside of home, right? Dealing with her business, with life. When she comes home, she needs to put another hat. So an alpha is a male and a female. In Arabic, there's a statement that we say, behind every successful man, a strong and successful woman. God created men and women. Each of them have particular roles. My role in the family, protect, security, provide. These are particular roles.
Does money come into play when it comes to being an alpha?
I don't think so. Being an alpha and being in a position to control your emotions doesn't mean that I don't have emotions. Power is what I know when the time to show my strength and the time to show my emotions and the time to listen to your pain.
Is it okay for an alpha to cry? I wake up and I decide that I want to be an alpha today. What should I do?
Number one. 80% your mindset and 20% is the skill set that you will develop towards your particular thing. Focus on your mindset. It puts you to hell or it puts you to heaven. Whatever level of success you have in your life, success doesn't come from consumption. Success comes from creation.
Can a woman drag the man back also?
Oh my God, of course. There are women that can drag you down, there are women that can keep you floating, and there's a woman that pushes you front.
If you have to define a true alpha in just one statement, how will you define it?
You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me, so you can point your fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
Master yourself, the world will follow. Because when you lead yourself first, trust me, the world follows.
Welcome to the show, Saif. Welcome to the Majlis.
Brother, it's an honor to be here with you today, and I'm looking for an alpha level conversation.
Absolutely, that's the word. You know, it's been very misunderstood, the word alpha. When I hear it, because of whatever is going on social media, I hear toxicity as well, along with the word. So please tell me, first and foremost, what does alpha mean to you?
Okay. Alpha, at the end of the day, is a leader. Okay? Regardless the gender, male, female, is a leader.
Correct.
But we're not talking from a perspective of the old way of alphas, you know, like the misconception, which is the dominance, the egocentric, the controlling behavior. That's not the modern traits of an alpha. The modern traits of an alpha, in a very nutshell, an alpha is a builder. An alpha is a leader. An alpha is a person who creates. An alpha is a person who takes the tough decisions. We live in an era where, unfortunately, people are not able to even make the simple decisions. They live with a lot of burden on their shoulders. So an alpha is a person who takes the tough decisions. He's impactful, he's influential, he takes care of the loved ones. Not the egocentric, the arrogant, the. Of course, have the confidence. But there is a...
Till line.
Exactly, there's a line. And of course, a person with empathy. Because an alpha at the end of the day is a leader, which means powerful. But power without empathy, it turns to what? Cruelty.
With big power comes big responsibility. Peter Parker.
Exactly. So that's an alpha in a nutshell. And again, it's not a male or a men-oriented term. It's a male and a female. People tell me like a woman can be an alpha. Yes, of course, woman can be an alpha. And we wear alpha hats in the different situations. A woman can be an alpha outside of home, right? Dealing with her business, with life. When she comes home, she needs to put another hat. So an alpha is a male and a female.
Does that happen the same way for men as well? When they come back home, they have to put another hat on? Or do they stay alpha the whole day? The whole year? 24/7?
Of course not, because when you go home, you're still an alpha, which means the leader of the home. But at the end of the day, you guards has to go down. There is love, care, There are a lot of stuff with your partner has to mild down.
Okay.
So, and let me even give you another example. A lot of people say like, okay, you're an alpha, right? Let's say you're an alpha.
Okay. I don't know that.
No, let's
honestly.
say, you're an alpha.
Okay.
Let's say like whoever, let's say Trump enters. He's the alpha now.
Yeah. Okay. So the definition of alpha changes consistently.
Exactly. But the traits are the same. The traits are absolutely the same.
So what defines who's a bigger alpha, who's not?
The level of the responsibility that you put on your shoulders. But again, being an alpha, let's get it out of a comparison respect. It's not you're more alpha than me, and it doesn't matter.
Exactly. But that is exactly what you meant when you said if Trump walks in, he's the alpha now.
Yeah, you can be an alpha with your level of responsibilities.
Okay.
But I'm an alpha in my area.
So does money come into play when it comes to being an alpha?
I don't think so. And I don't put it in that way. Because money at the end of the day is byproduct of whatever you're doing.
Okay.
You can be not an alpha in whatever way you want and have a lot of money.
Correct.
We see it these days, so no issues.
But why just alpha? Why not sigma is one term that is going on social media these days. Sigma, gamma, it's becoming plus.
True, 100%.
So what does it mean when I say this is an alpha, this is a sigma? How do you differentiate these two?
You know, the best thing to put it, alpha is a leader, okay? Person who leads. And the best thing, he leads himself first in order to lead his world, okay? I mean, whatever, the people around, the community, whatever it is. The sigma is the type that hides. The gamma follows.
Okay.
So if we're talking about leadership and being a leader of whatever, leader of your family, leader of your community, leader of your business, that's an alpha trait.
Okay.
The others fall in a different way.
Okay.
But again, when people say like leader, again, it becomes the dominance. No. We start like leading yourself first. Because when you lead yourself first, trust me, the world follows.
And you mean leading by example? That's
Leading
what
by
you mean.
example, and let's dig a little bit more. Leading your emotions.
Okay.
When I talk about leading your emotions means one level down, self-mastery.
Okay.
So I can control my emotions even if the world is falling apart.
Very interesting.
And that's raise your bar in general. Like if you can manage yourself, you have your self-mastery, anything of the alpha traits, trust me, will come by products.
But this is a contradiction to what psychologists say, for example. They say never hide your emotions. You're telling me that, if I feel bad about something and I have tears in my eyes, I should hide them if I want to be an alpha. The psychologist would come back and say, you need to express yourself. So where does this land me? And is this the reason why people are really confused these days?
Absolutely. Why I'm saying this? Because being an alpha and being in a position to control your emotions doesn't mean that I don't have emotions. I control the emotion rather than move with my emotions.
All right.
Let's say you insulted me now. Okay.
I would never do that.
Let's say the first response is like I'll get angry and I'll punch you.
Correct. Yeah, maybe.
Correct? Psychology will say like, yeah,
I also have a very punchable face. By the way.
But in this example, the psychologist will say, get your emotions out. Correct? But no, I won't act this way.
Yeah.
I will control it. So the power is what? I know when the time to show my strength and the time to show my emotions and the time to listen to your pain.
Yeah. Beautifully explained.
Rather than, okay, do I need to cry? Okay, is it right to cry now? Okay? Because sometimes, let's say, with my wife, correct? There are situations that I can cry, correct?
Yeah.
But there are situations that if I cry, will I let her lose hope in a particular thing?
Correct.
Because I'm her backbone, correct? I'm the person that she relies on. If I cracked now, will it be right or wrong? That's what I mean by controlling your emotion. You don't need to suppress it, but control it. When it's right to go, when it's not. When to put the strength and power, and when to look a little bit soft.
So is it, what I understand from this, is it okay for an alpha to cry?
Yeah, that doesn't mean that happens every day, but it is. It is.
Okay.
Don't forget that cry is a reaction of a body to release a particular let's say
Your body stress. Yeah.
exactly, a stress, a type of stress. You cannot suppress it forever because it will kill you inside. But that doesn't mean to be a crybaby.
True.
Everything has to be controlled. That's why it's called self-mastery, controlling yourself. Controlling yourself from the world of like control. There is nothing wrong with the word control. You can't live haphazardly. Everything has to be controlled. That doesn't mean you don't have the emotions. You have it. But I know how to use it, when to release it.
So just like alpha is misunderstood, you're saying even the word control is misunderstood, right?
You know, like it's the trend in the social media and whatever. There are some words I hear, it just heats me up. Like, okay. With all the respect, I was coming and there is a banner in front of the building. It's a convention. Woman empowerment. Woman empowerment. We love women. We appreciate women. They are our backbone. They push us front. It's trend, like control, okay. Dominant, ego. Some word just created for the hype.
Okay, all these words are not negative for you. That is what you mean.
No, it's not about negative. If control, I can control in a way for protection and care, and I control to piss people off, correct? It's how I do the control. How I express when I'm crying. I'm a crybaby, or I'm really releasing my stress in the appropriate time.
So, Saif, there's a very thin line between all these things that you're saying. How does one make sure that he's not beyond the line, say, for example?
Beyond the line of so much expressing, or in the line beyond the line
So
of
much
what?
expressing. Maybe I, in the moment, I feel a little overwhelmed, say, for example, and it's showing on my face. Where do I draw the line then? How do I actually control it?
An alpha,
What if I'm thinking about the fact that, oh, am I about to cross the line here? So how do you control it?
an alpha is a person at the end of the day that wants to impact and influence people around them. Okay, in a positive way.
Okay.
Is my action that I'm doing now or crossing the line, is it impacting you positively or negatively?
Okay.
Like I gave the example of my wife. I need to crack. I just need to crack. But at this moment of time, she's worrying about something. And if I cracked in front of her, I destroy her hope. Correct? So I'm going to be negatively impacting her. That's a no-go.
I love the passion with which you talk about it, man. It's absolutely amazing to hear you talk about it. Let's rewind a little bit.
Yeah.
In one of the lines, you said that a woman comes back home, she has to don a separate hat. Why is it different for men and why is it different for women? Because a man would stay an alpha outdoors, indoors also. He might settle down just a little bit, maybe, but he wouldn't have to change the hat that he was wearing. For a woman, you particularly said that, she will have to don another hat when she comes home. Why is there a difference between them, men and women in
If
that
a
case?
person decides, everybody decides what he wants to live, how he wants to live his life. Okay? A man is a man outside and a man inside.
Okay.
A woman, because she's much more emotionally intelligent than men by nature, she needs to wear, in a relationship, hats in a different way. When I'm outside, I have the alpha energy out because I need to move my business. I need to be a creator. I need.
Correct.
Woman, when she comes back home, she needs to put the feminine energy on. Family, safety, peace, nurturing. If she put the alpha hat or the alpha energy, that's two heads hitting.
But isn't it a very conservative thought that women are nurturers and they would have to provide? And
From
isn't
day
it?
one,
Because we've been listening to it from the last century itself.
from day one, it's like this. God created men and women. Each of them have particular roles. My role in the family, protect, security, provide.
Yes.
These are particular roles. If a man steps back from this, that doesn't mean that the woman doesn't work. She works, adds. She works, whatever it is. But that's a particular role dedicated to women, to men. What we see these days, roles are conflicting. Whatever man's role becomes woman's role, and whatever woman's role becomes man's role.
Is that the reason why people are getting into, the number of divorces have increased?
Of course.
And,
Of course.
the breakups are very often.
Of course. 100%.
That is the reason why.
Equality. Let's Let's go equality.
Yeah, that's a very, very important point you make here.
Let's talk about equality.
Yes.
I
let's do
spoke
it.
about the empowerment. There is no problem of empowerment, of course. They empower us and we empower them 100%.
Correct. I agree to that.
And in Arabic, there's a statement that we say, behind every successful man, a strong and successful woman.
Okay.
That's happened in my case, my wife.
Okay.
Let's look about equality. We're equal. We're equal?
What do you think?
Are you sure you were equal? There is a camera crane over there. Go carry the crane. That's equal. Okay? So if you're looking for equality, woman, you're elegant. You're peacemaker. You for the home and the family. You want equality? There's garbage on the street, where usually men do it. Correct? So don't just keep saying words. It's not, and that doesn't put them in a different state. No, absolutely not. They're here. In Arabic, we say we keep them in our eye. Like, you understand? Like it's a level of
but apple of the eye, basically.
Exactly. But all the trends of I'm gonna be on my own. No problem. But we can be on our own. You don't need to come and say it. You understand? Like we can be on our own. Okay, be on your own. No problem. We can be on our own as well.
How do you sort this when this is happening around you? As a man.
I ignore.
What should others do?
Know your role very well as a man and as a woman and what you want. You know, you cannot help person that they don't want to help themselves. If you see as a man, you want yourself to be in that direction, go ahead. But if you see you don't want to be in that direction and want help, here I jump in. Okay?
Right.
The same as a woman, you want to go in that direction, go ahead. But some woman comes say like, I feel so much, I'm an alpha outside and an alpha inside, and I need to solve this.
My biggest question to you right now is, why do I need to be an alpha? I can have all these traits without calling myself an alpha, right?
An alpha is just a name. Like, why you need to call yourself a man? Because
that's exactly what I'm saying, because it is considered to be negative. That's what I'm saying. So how would you change the perception that alpha is actually not negative?
Because alpha is not the negative. I don't need to change the perception. My job or my role is to keep in my communication, in my content that I'm creating, an alpha is not the type, the old. And you know why it's close to me so much? I could come up with another name, correct? Like,
of course.
Why go through the hell of
that's
alpha?
That's what I meant when I said sigma, gamma, plus. You could have named it anything.
Human or whatever it is.
Absolutely. Why did you choose alpha particularly?
Since very young age, absolutely young age, like school time and so on and so forth. My friends and like friends, colleagues, whoever around me used to call me Tiger, Alpha.
Okay.
These were the nicknames that I had back in the days.
All right.
And that's simply because how I showed up. I'm the person that I like to lead. I like to deliver results. I like to take care of my circle. So how I showed up made these people nickname me in that way. By time, it didn't become a nickname. It became like an identity. You know, when like a nickname...
It became your personality.
Exactly.
That's what you're saying.
Exactly. Okay. So it mapped. By our society and the way people think, they come and tell you, okay, Alpha, oh my God, you're the dominant, the masculine.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
No.
I'm a little surprised that you chose the name Alpha. I am actually.
It's a, what you call it, it's like a rough or a tough, you're going against the flow. But it's a name that deserves, you know, there is a name that deserves to be well respected rather than tarnished with some, I would say, blah, blah, blah words.
It's happening because of social media,
True,
I'm sure.
true.
Yeah. Correct. So, talking about that, one day I wake up. I want to be an alpha. What do I need to do?
Ooh, nice.
And you know, it doesn't happen, I'm sure, overnight that you wake up one day and announce to the world that you're an alpha.
No. True.
No, that can't happen, right? So what are the steps that I need to take one day when I wake up and I decide that I want to be an alpha today? What should I do?
Number one, you need to work on yourself as a person. Like we develop ourselves each and every day.
Absolutely, yeah, correct.
But I mean, like, for example, the traits that you need to have is like, it starts with self-mastery. I know how to manage and control my emotions, even if the world is falling apart. A lot of people break when the world is falling apart.
You've mentioned that, I think, more than
Yes.
once already. So
Exactly.
controlling your emotions is the most important thing, the
Exactly.
most important trait for you.
True.
Right?
Then second is you have the discipline, okay, which is the cliche: discipline, discipline, discipline. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
correct.
discipline. It's discipline. You keep showing up even if nobody's watching. Number two, consistency. I am on it with the results, without results. I am on it. Consistency. Fourth, courage. I act with every situation with courage, not with fear. Even if people will tell me, okay, say if you don't fear, man, I'm human at the end of the day. Of course I have fear. But I've never doubted in myself that I will handle this. So I act with things with courage. Yes, I have fear, but I act. Fifth, we can talk about assertiveness. Assertiveness. I put myself into the middle of the thing. I'm not back. No, I'm assertive. I'm putting myself inside. So these are traits that anybody or any human can really develop in themselves. Let's say to become an alpha or to become a leader. We are tired of followers. That doesn't mean being a follower is bad. Choose an area where you lead. And there are areas that I follow.
Okay. So it doesn't mean that you have to lead everywhere if you're
Yeah.
an alpha.
Yes,
right?
of course.
Sometimes you can just take a back seat and follow.
Of course. But in all your life, there are areas that I lead here. I lead a community. I lead my relationship. I lead my business. I lead my family. There are areas where stop taking all your life as a backseater. One should be and take the responsibility for it. Because it's easy to say I'm a leader.
Correct.
Correct?
Correct.
But when it comes to responsibility and accountability,
Yeah. So
man, it
many people, I've seen
sucks.
many people run away
Exactly.
when it comes to responsibilities.
So these are the things that literally, and again, it's 80% your mindset and 20% is the skill set that you will develop towards your particular thing. Focus on your mindset. It puts you to hell or it puts you to heaven.
Okay. But I find it very risky sometimes because there's a thin line between being the alpha that you are talking about and being the alpha that people talk about. There's a very, very thin line. How do you make sure you don't cross that? I asked you that previously as well on one of the traits, but I'm generally asking you now that, okay, I am assertive, but if I cross the line, I might be arrogant also. You know, assertiveness can easily change into ego and arrogance eventually.
Okay.
Right? So, okay, controlling is one thing. How do I manage so that I don't cross the line?
I'll talk about two things now. Okay. One thing to answer my response to people that they think a specific way, and the other one to directly answer this question. I give an example that my wife hates. Hates. But let me say it. With whatever Saif is doing, let's say Saif pops off. Done. Finished. Okay? And my funeral is happening.
God forbid. Yeah.
Cool. Let's say 10 people will come to my funeral, literally, cry and care. Literally, like, oh my God, Saif was a great guy. And cry. Let's say the weather was disaster. Shit. How many people will come? 5? And I mean, like, the people come, cry.
Yeah,
cry.
very close to you.
Exactly.
Maybe
cry
5, 6
and-
people, yeah.
Why should I live and care so much about people's opinion and what they think?
Correct.
And try to come to each one and explain, no, you're saying alpha like this. No, it's not correct. It's the other one.
Yeah, that's a great way of making a point.
So I don't. Which, in a sense, that doesn't mean I don't take feedback because there is a thin line. Being an alpha or a leader is you absolutely have self-awareness.
Okay.
Okay? If you're giving me an opinion just for the sake of opinion, I mute you. Like TV. I can see your lips moving, but it literally doesn't come in. Okay? But if you're really giving me a feedback as a person who cares and want my future to be better, trust me, I'll do it.
But it becomes very difficult for most of the men that we've seen leaders to take criticism. Would you agree to that?
Of course, because the ego plays the game.
Absolutely. So an alpha shouldn't have the ego issues that we've seen people having. That's what you're saying again.
Absolutely.
So keep your ego on the side if you're an alpha.
Reflect always. I'll tell you one thing. Back in the days, I used to be the CMO of Samsung.
I heard about that, and you were doing great.
Doing great, and I was very young. Okay, super young.
How old were you?
Early 30s, 31, CMO,
Wow, okay.
$3 billion company. Like, look, all the rings and bells, the title, the money, the media, whatever you want. And I was young. So what caught me? The ego.
Okay.
Okay. So I start losing myself. I start taking everybody tells me something as a criticism. I stopped learning. I stopped supporting the people who, I would say, helped me to grow. I was absolutely isolated because my ego took over. Oh my God. Egyptian, a CMO in Russia, kicking. And like, you're coming to tell me something now? But look, I had a slap that woke me up.
That came from?
Came from family and came from, I see the people around me, they're disappearing.
Okay.
Okay. And then I start to reflect. No, that's an ego.
Were you still an alpha back then?
Of course.
You've always been one.
That's my way of living.
Okay.
Because I've been a sports person, a kung fu fighter, like it's some traits, the challenging and all this kind of stuff. But this woke me up and put in the equation that always you put your ego in check. Reflection. Stay grounded.
Okay.
Stay humble. Maybe a lot of people sees me that I'm an arrogant person. Come and sit with me. We have a laugh. There is no arrogance. There is confidence.
Okay.
But there is no arrogance. There is no ego anymore.
So people confuse between confidence and arrogance. That's what you're saying. Assertiveness and arrogance.
Of course.
People confuse. It's the problem with the people, not with the person. That's what you're saying.
Of course. You know, like, let me put it this way. Difference between a good salesman and a bad salesman. Both salesmen use words, correct? I use the same words to sell. But words is like pins, okay? That's words. Pins, okay? Let me put it. If I have a pin and I throw it at you, will it harm you? It will unfold, correct?
Yeah, correct.
But if I take this pin, put it on a rod, and I get this rod and I throw it at you.
It will hurt me. It will go
Absolutely.
through. Yeah.
So the pin is the word, the same salesman is using the same words, but the rod is the emotions behind. So a lot of people sees the outer layer and they make the perception on it. But they don't see the emotions. They don't see the rod.
So doesn't it become an alpha's responsibility to make sure that, people are not intimidated by him or her?
Of course, in a way that you do your best by going out, showing up, speaking about it, and. You have the people that they already have the perception of. It's like this. Don't speak to me.
So basically what you're saying is you don't care about the people with perceptions who come with baggage.
Solid, exactly. Baggage and solid perception. Which means like, no matter what I do,
their perception is never going to change.
the world is flat. So if a person believes that the world is flat, no
That's
matter
not
how,
gonna change, yeah. Correct.
Exactly. So it's similar. You put your energy more, I put my energy more. That the people, there is a level of flexibility. You need to be coachable to live in life and to really grow and succeed in what you're doing. You need to be coachable. If you're limited in your beliefs, in your perception, and you're not flexible at all, there is no need to put my energy here. I better put it there. There are more people needs help.
I'm going to put you in a pickle here. Those who are not are nobodies?
No.
That is what you're saying?
Be happy with this. Go ahead with your life. There is a statement that I say, go live your life.
So what if
Your
I'm not
life
an
is
alpha?
not-
I don't want to be an alpha. Is
Enjoy
it okay?
it. Fine. Enjoy. Absolutely enjoy it.
Okay.
But I want to see you leading something. Something.
Okay.
Whatever it is, again, whatever it is, you're leading your health. You're leading your family. complete something. God created us again to create, to build. But the society is moving us to what? To more of consuming. And whatever level of success you have in your life, success doesn't come from consumption. Success comes from creation. And let's not get it bigger and say like success. Put it the way you want. Success, success, success. Success as a teacher, success as a mother, success as a father, success of a businessman, whatever the level of success. Because success for you and success for me
would be different.
Could be absolutely different.
Of course, yeah, correct.
But in order to do that, you need to lead something. Nobody will lead you to your success. Nobody will lead you to your success.
That's good. That's good. You've mentioned about social media quite a lot, actually.
Yeah.
And you've done really well on social media. Your podcast itself is #1 on social media. What's your take on social media? Because whatever I've perceived, so to say, from the conversation that we've had, you don't like social media much. That is what I think.
Yeah, literally.
And you're earning from social media quite a lot.
Let's not put it this way. I utilize social media in a different way.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. And what do you think all the other people who are watching us right now should do?
Okay.
When it comes to social media.
Absolutely. Very good. Try to create more than you consume.
Okay.
I want you to audit your day at the end of the day. If you find yourself consuming more than you're creating, put this as a negative day for you.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
Social media and the companies behind all these social media, they program the algorithm to make you consume, to be able to sell ads, pump, all these kind of things. Don't follow it. Everybody has an agenda, and you have to follow everybody's agenda. Have your own agenda. So yes, like or not like social media is a channel, correct? At the end of the day, audit, consume less than you create.
Of course. Which 3 social media platforms would you say youngsters should stay away from?
Wow. I say you should not be aware of anything.
Okay.
Be on everything.
Okay. You've handled that really well.
Yeah. That was a corner. That was a corner. Be everywhere.
Yeah.
Be everywhere, literally. But again, I don't like to be in anybody's agenda. I want to build my own agenda.
Awesome.
And the idea of being on your own agenda, I have an objective of being on social media. Don't be on social media just for the sake of social media.
Correct.
If you want to have 10% of your day for fun, to look at people dancing, comedy and whatever, to cool yourself down a little bit and make yourself happy,
That's
no
okay.
problem.
Yeah.
But making it 80% of your time, that's absolutely...
So that's what you mean. Consume less, create more,
exactly.
Make something out of social media. That's what you mean. I really appreciate that. All right, next. When we talk about Dubai, you've been in Dubai for a long time. I've been in Dubai for a long time. So it is a city that I personally think leads. It dares. It's constantly evolving. So what alpha qualities do you think Dubai has?
Oh my God. Dubai is an alpha city.
It is, right?
It's an alpha
I
city.
agree. With the definition of alpha that you've given me, Dubai
Absolutely an
is.
alpha city. It's has goal-oriented. Let's say overall. Goal-oriented. Clarity. I know what I want. I execute on the goal. And in a very speedy way. So these are traits of a city that makes it, let's put it this way, the only alpha city in the world. Like if I put all the traits of the alpha, that becomes the only city in the world that ticks assertiveness, courage. Oh my God.
So all those 5 things that you talked about,
All the
Dubai's got
5,
it.
6, 7, like all the traits, click.
All
That's
right.
Dubai.
That's awesome. We are talking about men, their vulnerabilities. You know, sometimes we all are vulnerable. We might have had a bad day and we want to just express this out. So how do you ask for help if you consider yourself an alpha? What do you do to actually, where do you go? How do you talk to people then in that case to ask for help? Because once you're an alpha, everyone is looking up to you. They are coming to you for help. How do you do that?
It's like a company. You have board of advisors. When you assemble a board of advisor, you don't assemble it from anybody. The trusted people, expert in what they're doing, that's companies. For me, as Saif, I have also my very close I would say,
Group. Yeah. People around you.
starts with my wife, friend, they're actually sitting here. So it's very close.
Okay.
That is one thing where I can straight. Here you go, this. But if we're talking about this from a cultural standpoint and what the society makes people look like, men are programmed, oh my God, if you're vulnerable, you are like absolutely weak,
Correct.
soft.
Correct.
But by the way, it takes courage for a man to show this side. Okay?
True. And that is the trait of an alpha.
Exactly.
That's what you
It
mentioned.
Exactly. It takes
Beautifully
the
put.
courage to show this part. Because a lot of people, if I show this part, people will think I'm weak.
Now I know why you are a motivational speaker as well.
It's the other side. And you know, I'll respect people more when they do say, you can come and tell me, Saif, how are you? I can say like, I'm great. But if something really pissed me off and I can say like, okay, I'm not well, but I'm working on it.
Okay.
That's an alpha.
Great.
So I'm telling you I'm not well, but I'm working on it.
These are all internal qualities that we are talking about being an
course,
alpha, right?
of course.
Are there any external qualities as well to make you an alpha? Something, for example, like you dress up, you be in a room, you walk.
Look,
Or
everybody
are they
has
important?
everybody has his own way of expressing themselves externally, okay? But internally, there are commons. When we talked about the courage, the confidence, the assertiveness, these are internal.
Lots of C's there.
Exactly, exactly. Clarity, so on and so forth.
yeah.
These are all common. Expressing it outside can be different.
Okay. And how do you do that?
Myself, I majority of the time looking like that. Since day one.
You wear suits all the time?
I don't know why, when I was saying it. Back in the days when I used to work in Samsung when I was a kiddo, okay, and I used to work on an organization, 600, 700 people. Trust me, I was the only one wearing a suit and a tie.
Okay.
And I think you remember when we start working in family business. Family business, you can go shorts. I was the one with a suit and a tie. I carry myself that way.
Okay.
This is how I feel comfortable.
Is this important though?
It primes me up. I am ready. This is how it primes me up.
Okay.
Maybe you wearing shorts and stuff primes you up. Go ahead, no problem at all.
All right.
So externally, what works for you? Internally, we cannot debate. It's non-negotiable. When I tell you you have to be courageous, that's not negotiable. You have to have discipline. That's not negotiable. But wearing a suit or a short, no, it's negotiable.
Correct.
So carrying yourself outside, it's like sports. I do sports. I want to stay fit. Plus, it takes away my stress. These are all external things. I look fit. That's how I want to be portrayed myself outside.
You look very fit, Saif. Let me compliment you on this.
Appreciate it, brother.
You look absolutely amazing.
It's been a long journey as well.
And you know, I was really surprised when you said I was a kiddo. I was around 30 when I was in Samsung. I was assuming you were still in mid-30s, man.
41, by the way. 41, like cross
Mashallah.
40. Cross 40.
Mashallah, that's amazing. You look amazing for
Thank you, brother.
41.
Alpha.
Yeah. Same year, 43.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's need a fist bump.
You need to do that now.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Very important point you made when you were giving an example, you know, how a woman makes a man.
Yeah.
Right? Can a woman drag the man back also?
Oh my God. Of course. Of course. Of course.
How?
A woman, you know, there are like, let's say 3 levels. There are women that can drag you down. There are women can keep you floating. And there's a woman that pushes you front. Okay? So the woman with you, your partner, your wife, or whoever, you need to pick really as the best, I would say, decision of your life. Because if it turned out to be the one that drags you down, or the one that keeps you afloat, you're done. Because even a powerful woman with an alpha male challenges his ego. Like, why are you doing this? Get into a fruitful discussion to push that person forward. That's a powerful woman. So a lot of people say like, oh my God, don't be in a relationship with a powerful woman. A powerful woman plus has high level of EQ.
Emotional quotient.
Exactly. That's diamond. That's diamond. It will keep pushing you.
Awesome. That's a good response. So does that mean, we were talking about it when the podcast started, that donning two separate hats?
Of course.
So does that mean an alpha can come back home and maybe is led by a woman? Is it possible? Because you said that if you're leading in one department, you're not leading in another, even then you're an alpha. So maybe he's leading outside, but when he comes back home, he's being led by the woman in his life.
Of course.
Is he still an alpha?
Let's put it in a different perspective. Because when we put it as black and white,
It becomes difficult. Yeah, I understand.
Exactly.
I understand. But I want to get as much clarity on this as
of
possible.
course, within a relationship, there are things women can lead, and there are things men should
Can
lead. And frankly speaking, it's not like a Bible or a Quran or it's not. It's how the relationship is set. Like in this relationship, I will take the front lead for this, and that. You will take the front lead in this, and that.
Okay.
For any relationship, depending on the circumstances, between the two partners decide. I will lead how the kids are raised. No, you will lead how the kids are raised. I will lead how the home will look. You will lead how the home will look. You will lead how we're going to go for vacation. I will lead how... Define this leadership thing. Who's driving the boat or taking the plane in which areas of the relationships? Because some people think that like, okay, the relationship is a bundle, you take the whole ball, and no. In a lot of areas in my relationship, my wife leads. And it's her game.
That's exactly what I wanted to know. So great response. Talking about relationships, there's one more term that Gen Z is talking about these days, situationship.
Yeah.
Do you think a situationship or relationships like that make an alpha?
Example. Give me an example. Because when Gen Z speaks, I need to get
Any
to one level down.
Say for example, I'm getting into a relationship without responsibilities, without ties. This is called a situationship. Because the situation demands so, I am with you. I won't be with you once the situation doesn't demand it. So that is the sort of thing that they are talking about right now. What's your take on this? And can situationship lead to a man being an alpha?
I have to admit, because we are in an honest
In our
conversation.
40s.
Conversation. First time to hear about this situationship thing. Look, if you're entering something, depending on the situation, from me, like as a safe, okay, everybody can act the way they want, that there is no commitment, there is no responsibility, there is no accountability, there is no need.
All right.
Because, again, you're investing your emotions, you're investing your time, you're investing your effort. Depending on the situation, like I know you, depending on the situation, we better know each other.
Absolutely.
No need.
Yeah, correct.
It goes with the men and women. If it's situation, no need.
All right. Fair enough. All right. Okay. So what male characteristics do the below characters, I'm going to give you the characters, have according to you? Are they alpha, sigma, beta, or something else? And why? Okay? So first is, and all these are my favorite characters, by the way.
But forget me, because I'm not like, I hope you tell me people that I know.
I'm sure you must know this, because I love these characters. So first is Tony Stark. You must have seen a Marvel movie, I'm sure.
Of course.
Iron Man. Tony Stark. Alpha, beta, sigma, gamma, plus, I don't know.
It's very hard to say, because they have, of course, they have a lot of alpha traits, plus a little bit, but Tony is going to be an alpha.
Okay. Okay.
It's only alpha.
So basically, let's talk about Avengers, right? All of them are alpha males, if you ask me. All of them, most of them, apart from Hulk maybe, the later part of Hulk. Yeah. All of them are alpha males.
True.
Right? So is it possible for alpha males to get together and be a part of a team like Avengers? Is it possible in life, in real life?
No, if it's in a particular area. Like, I mean, for example, let's say I am the alpha in a particular, for example, management of a company. I'm going to run it.
Okay.
Okay? You cannot have another alpha has this kind of thing.
All right. Okay.
I get another alpha complementing me in an area that,
Say, for example, finances.
for example, okay? So you need an alpha in that.
Operations.
Okay.
Yeah. Different departments, different
Exact. But if alpha to an alpha, somebody's leading and another one is leading, who's following? You need the higher.
So this means that this happens only in comic books and television,
absolutely.
right? Okay, moving on. Thomas Shelby.
Who's this guy?
Thomas Shelby is Peaky Blinders. Oh man, Cillian Murphy has killed it in the show. If you haven't seen the show, you have to see this.
Oh, really?
You have to watch it. It's a period drama about 1920s. You know?
I know Peaky Blinders.
Gangster.
Like, yeah.
Peaky Blinders was a gangster group.
We saw it? Okay.
Yeah, man. She's leading over here now. You need to
That's
go
an
and see
action.
this again. Yeah. Thomas Shelby. For me, I don't think he's an alpha.
But
I
why?
think maybe he's a sigma. He's a man who's quiet, although he leads, but I don't know.
But, you know, for example, you know Tate, right?
Yeah, Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
I'm going to come to him.
Yeah.
I'm going to come to him.
Because it's also a different thing. Like, okay, when you come to
I'll come to
yeah.
him. We'll go there. Okay, Doctor Strange. Again, Marvel character.
No, that's an alpha. That's an alpha.
All right.
And in all the traits, actually.
Okay.
Would be a great example.
Peter Parker.
Who's Peter Parker?
Spider-Man.
The Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Okay. Just give me the entertainment name.
Okay, so there's Spider-Man and there's this geeky guy.
So the
Peter
geeky
Parker,
guy,
the
okay.
real guy, Peter Parker.
When he is in the Spider-Man mood, that's an alpha.
Mood. I like it, not costume, mood.
The mood. The mood, that's an alpha.
Okay.
Leading, want to make an impact, protects.
Great. We were talking about Andrew Tate. You mentioned him. Okay, so on your scale of men, where would you place Andrew Tate? And again, the kind of hatred that he's got on social media, in media in general, is it unprecedented? Do you think that he deserves all that?
Of course, he has a level of alpha energy in it. Okay, but it's not pure.
Okay.
Okay. Of course, he has a lot of people that follows him. Correct, and we see it. But I feel he attracts a particular type of people. They attract the people who are unheard, unseen. They resonate with him so much. Like, you know, the people with insecurities, they resonate with him so much. In a sense that, yes, a lot of what he says, correct. When he talks about focus, discipline, focus on your goals.
What about all the other things that he talks about?
When he talks about other things that comes from pain and comes from anger and the strength that comes from anger, here comes the problem. Because when your strength comes from anger, it doesn't create unity.
Okay.
It creates division. That's why there are people that follows him and people that hate him.
Okay.
Because that's a strength that's coming out of what? Not from peace, from anger. You feel it. And that creates a division. But alphas create unity.
Okay.
Okay? So when you say like on scale, he has the alpha energy, but the strength of Tate comes from anger and pain,
Okay.
not from peace.
So if you're an alpha, you have to sideline that pain. That's what you're saying?
You heal yourself. You need to reach peace. Again, you need to master yourself. I need to be in peace with myself.
You said control.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I get into peace with myself. So I'm not
So he talks alpha things. He's not an alpha.
I'm not saying no. He has an alpha trait, but on a scale of like, if I say like alpha, 100% alpha, of course not.
All right. Awesome. Do you think men follow Andrew Tate out of inspiration or confusion? What do you think?
100% confusion.
Okay.
100%.
Would you ever follow someone like an Andrew Tate?
Me, no. Like, again, but let's say part of what he's saying is true, because it's when you talk to me about discipline, do the thing, focus. Okay, anybody can say it. The way you say it. Because again, being an alpha doesn't mean that you're loud.
Correct.
Your presence.
In fact, on the contrary, your presence should make you feel like an alpha rather than your words.
Exactly. And the way you say it, loud.
See, now we are in sync. Now I know exactly what you meant when you were talking about alpha.
You don't need to shout. You don't need to. It comes from peace. Because literally, when you start to shout, and it comes from, you create division.
Yeah.
And you cannot be a leader, which is the equal meaning of an alpha, when you create divisions.
Great answer. What advice would you give to a 20-something-year-old Saif when it comes to this? Who feels, maybe not Saif. Okay, 20-year-old, someone who's watching this podcast. What advice would you be giving to him if he's feeling a little lost or confused in life?
A lot of youngsters or teenagers, they feel lost. And we were in the place. There is no problem feeling lost. But a lot of them overthink it. Okay? I'm lost. I need to have clarity. So you keep thinking, I'm lost. But the point is,
it's a vicious circle.
Exactly.
The more you think about it, you go into it.
Exactly. So you're going to feel lost. To break this, to reach clarity, you need to move.
Okay.
So you need to act. Then you need to act with discipline.
All right.
Then you will pivot. Then eventually you will reach clarity. But if you're waiting to reach clarity in order for you to move, you will never reach clarity.
Take an action. That is what you're saying.
100%. If you ask me, Saif, have you ever envisioned that you will be doing what you're doing right now back in the days? Absolutely not.
Same here.
Absolutely not.
In fact, in the car when I was driving down here, I was talking to my brother-in-law. This is exactly what we were talking about.
Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely. I thought a different career for me, like whatever, didn't exist. But I moved. Then when I moved, I have passion here. Then pivot a little, more clarity. Okay, that's what I want.
Okay. If you have to define a true alpha in just one statement, just one single line, how will you define it?
Master yourself, the world will follow.
I like it. That sounds like a tagline of what Saif does.
Sure.
All right, great. What does Majlis in particular mean to you?
I love the word, literally. I love it because it's literally a place where people get together, strong minds get together, they discuss, they evolve, they grow. That's a Majlis. And I love the name of the show. Love it. That's why even I ask, why you chose Majlis? It's a very nice one.
Because this is exactly what we do.
Yeah.
We sat in a Majlis, we had a conversation, and I loved every bit
And a
of it.
fruitful one.
Absolutely.
True.
Correct. All right. So this is a rapid fire.
Okay.
And although it's a rapid fire, but I would want you to explain on these points also. Okay. So strength or sensitivity? Pick one.
It's strength through sensitivity. You can't remove the sensitive part. You're going to be cruel. Cruel.
Yeah, you said it at the start of the
you will be
podcast
cruel.
itself.
That's going to be barbarian.
Great. Okay. Discipline or flow? You mentioned discipline time and again. But sometimes, things just flow. The energy just flows through you.
You will never reach
discipline or flow.
You will never reach flow without discipline. You will never.
Great answer again. Okay. You talked about control. Control or compassion? Pick one. Sometimes you need to lose control.
Exactly. That's why
To-
you need
to
to
be
mingle.
compassionate.
Of course. The best answer to this is control through compassion.
Okay.
It can
But-
be just
Okay,
a
that's an
blunt-
ideal answer.
Of
But
course.
I'm particularly asking, in your case,
But
what would you do?
I'll tell you, 70% you can do that.
Okay.
A control through compassion.
All right.
70% you can.
Okay. So power or peace?
A cliche. Power to reach peace.
Okay.
Because you can utilize power for destruction, whatever it is.
So let's rephrase Spider-Man then. You know, with big power comes big peace.
Exactly. Exactly. I appreciate it. I mean, like, if you're running after power for the sake of power, it literally can end to a destruction. But if you're running for power, for peace, I'm not talking country peace, I'm talking about peace in general.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate
Goal
of power, and that's the hardest one. Because it's very easy to be destructive, very easy. But having power to reach peace, that's the best.
You've talked about all the internal, things that you need to be an alpha. I want you to focus on just this 10-second focus on what else do you need to do when you, say, for example, when you're going to a party. How can you assert yourself? How can you show that you're an alpha? Say, for example, when you're coming down and sitting here, how do you assert? How important is talking, is conversation? How important is acting a particular way?
Trust me, if you act yourself, you don't wear another hat, or you don't fake it, you will be an alpha. A lot of people try to wear another hat or act differently so they look dumb. So visually they look an alpha, but I know that you're gonna float.
Yeah.
Act yourself. As long as you act yourself, your true self, literally the energy that you radiate that looks like an alpha. Because that's true self, authentic, not faking stuff. Where we see a lot, where we really see a lot. A lot of people tell me, like say if you look arrogant, I look myself. I look myself.
I don't think you look arrogant.
No, I mean, I look myself. My, for example, best friend comes and tell me, like, say if the media sees you arrogant, this is me. I cannot fake it in a different way.
I've heard it myself about me also. When people first meet me, they think I'm arrogant.
Exactly.
I don't know why.
Let's have a talk, have coffee.
Let's get a
Things will
club.
Exactly. Things will be different.
Final bonus question.
Yeah.
Do you think I am an alpha as per the definition that you have?
You are. You are.
This is a mic drop moment for me.
You are. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
You know, alphas, regardless the preparation that you're doing, one of the traits of a good alpha is not just to speak. Is to be able to carry a conversation to make the person in front of you speak. So you're making me open up to a particular, whatever the topic that we're in, asking good questions, making the person feel safe to speak up, having good listening skills. That's an alpha.
He is safe, and I make people feel safe. One day you wake up, you suddenly cannot become an alpha. It might come from a place of pain.
Yeah.
Does this happen usually, or has it happened to you?
Different pains, different phases. Like, I believe myself, I'm also like the alpha thing, but I'm a phoenix. Every time I burn, that's the pain. I rebirth again.
Rising from the ashes.
Absolutely, rising from the ashes. Very quick. Number one, I grew very fast in the corporate career. And I really reached the top of the mountain, okay? So I had the money, I had the title, the results, everything. But you reach the top of the mountain and you understand that this mountain is not yours. So you're absolutely not fulfilled. And that's a pain. Like, oh, what the heck? All these years and I feel empty, okay? That's one level of pain. The other level of pain, because you always develop, even in the alpha traits, you always develop. The other level of pain is when I switch between corporate to become an entrepreneur. That was pain. because
Correct.
I lost myself.
Yeah.
I had moments. I lost my confidence. I lost my self-respect.
Wow.
I doubted myself. But at that moment, I said, enough is enough. I'm going to make it happen. Literally, just very quick, I looked at myself in the mirror. I saw a person that I don't know. I don't know. Weak, not confident, doubt himself. I took a vase next to me. I broke this mirror because I didn't want just to break the mirror. I wanted to break this person, this man in the mirror.
Image, basically.
Exactly. And this made me move. Then the next one, when COVID happened, and I start to see people wasting their time.
On social media.
People close to
All the
me.
time.
Yeah, exactly. Close to me, wasting their time. No. Enough is enough. That's pain. And much more. So every move in my life towards where I am now, it was a level of pain. Level of humiliation as well.
So you
There are
agree
level
to
of-
the fact, no pain, no gain.
No pain, no gain. Even in gym, of course. You
Correct.
don't pain your muscle. Doesn't grow.
Lovely
Same
chatting
here.
with you,
It's a
and thank you for coming down.
Thank you.
And you have a lot more that you're doing on the side, which is different from this. And inshallah,
It's been a pleasure. Loved it. And I look forward that everybody will be watching this episode will enjoy it as well.
inshallah. Thank you.